Okay, morning, folks. As you can imagine, this is going to be a fairly quick briefing, covering what we think is going to happen today, and that's pretty obvious even just looking out the window, and a snapshot of the weekend. Because as you can imagine, with a low pressure system as we have here, it's a bit hit and miss as to actually where the rain's going to be, and predicting whether it's going to be raining here tomorrow or Sunday is proving a bit difficult. The forecast models have changed several times over the last 24 hours. So that's the low pressure that's developed in the last sort of 12 hours. We could see the start of it yesterday afternoon with the upper cloud coming in. And the fronts and trough lines are really swirling around this and getting sent right across the top of us. So even late this afternoon, overnight, it's not moving very far, and those fronts are still here. And tomorrow, at the moment, it looks like the main front will be to the west of us, with a possible clearance through there, but we'll look at that in a sec. Winds today, pretty strong. Upper winds sort of 40 knots from the northeast, which is a very unusual direction to have strong winds in. And the TAFs are indicating, certainly Farnborough, they're saying 18 gusting 30 knots for most of the day. That's gone down a little bit from perhaps 2 hours ago when I first looked at it at 7 o'clock, when it was saying sort of 20 gusting 35, but it's pretty much saying rain all day, and even with a small chance of a clearance this afternoon, it's still going to be very, very windy. And you can see from the rainfall radar that this swirling pattern here is not really tracking north. It just keeps feeding in more rain across us. And I think what's developing over here will be coming across us at lunchtime and this afternoon. So absolutely no chance of flying today. So what about tomorrow? Well, we talked about that front being to the west of us. Let's go. This is Saturday at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, clearing through Lasham, and the worst of the rain certainly being to the northwest of us, but they're still talking about a lot of showers and cloud in this area here for most of the day. So possibility of flying tomorrow, but as I say, it's a very fluid situation, so I think it's really open the curtains and have a look tomorrow and see what we think. Winds much lighter tomorrow. You are looking at midday white area, so winds under 10 knots for most of the day tomorrow. What that does mean is if it does develop into showers around us, they'll be fairly slow moving, so they won't whip through. We like to get a shower, it'll be lingering around for a little while. So moving on again to Sunday, the wings pick up again, back up around sort of 25-30 knot gusts, and the rain looks like it intensifies itself over the south of England, and that's where it stays for most of the day. So I think a small possibility on Saturday of a flying window from mid-morning, lunchtime onwards, but Sunday looks like a bit of a write-off. Okay, airspace for the weekend. That's 2 days ahead. Very few NOTAMs, really quiet. Nothing going on locally. In terms of operation on the airfield, they're parking some jets at the moment, and that's about all that's going on. They've got a flight plan for one inbound. I'm not entirely sure whether that's going to happen today, so that might be delayed. And that's about it, folks. So if you're thinking of flying at the weekend, possibly Saturday afternoon is about it. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow at the 9:30 briefing.